everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm Jody, and today I'm gonna share with you, it's something that shouldn't be a secret. It's one of the reasons that I started this channel, because I don't believe in beauty secrets. I believe tell everybody what you know, what you've learned, so that they can try it and see what works. I just don't believe in secrets. Like, if I can figure out something that works good for me, have it, try it. And that is what today's video is about. I have for 15 years now washed my face with the same product, and you can imagine how many skincare products I get sent to me, and I will try almost anything except a cleanser because I love my cleanser. It would take a lot for me to change how I wash my face. I'm 54. I do think that a lot of our skincare routines help how we age. Some of it's genetics, of course. And if you do other things, lasers, peels, things like that. I haven't done any peels. I'm not opposed to it. I've definitely thought about a couple peels. I just think it might just pull everything tight and whatever. But that's not today's video. Today's video is staying focused on why I like this skincare product. And it's $10. It might be $12 now with inflation, but it's usually somewhere you can find it for $10. So I'm gonna share with you what I use, exactly the brand and why I use that one, how I use it, and then some tips that I've learned just throughout this process that I'm gonna share with you as well, so that when we're done, you can do this too if you choose to. Now, one thing I'm gonna note is that when I first started washing my face with coconut oil, yes, coconut oil. Now, don't click off. Follow me here, trust the process. I had somebody tell me that my cholesterol level might increase because I'm putting oil on my face every day. And as we know, our skin is a sponge and can absorb certain products. I thought it was far-fetched. I asked my doctor, she said, never heard of such a thing, but let's keep an eye on it. I've been doing this for 15 years. My cholesterol level is perfect. I don't take any cholesterol medication, nothing. So if you're worried about that and you already have high cholesterol, run this past your doctor if you feel that you need to. I'm not giving you any medical opinions or medical advice. For me, it has not been an issue at all. If you have oily skin, and I did when I started washing my face with coconut oil 15 years ago, my skin, like the rest of my body, has aged since then, and things have gotten a little bit more dry when it comes to my skin and my hair. But I did find that when I first went through this process, the first 6 to 7 days, I had a little bit more breakouts than I normally would because I had oily skin and then I was putting oil on top of the skin. But after about day 7 or 8, my skin started to clear up and I haven't had any acne or breakouts since. I was never really prone to acne breakouts in my teens, but as I've gotten older, I swear by this process because it leaves your skin feeling so soft that I have found I don't need to apply a moisturizer after I wash my face. I wash my face only in the evenings. In the morning, I will apply my vitamin C serum and then my sunscreen, and then right into any primers that I use for my face. So that is what I do. Now let's get into how I do it and what I use. And if you have done this process, because I've talked about this before in some videos, I love sharing this. It's the reason I started my YouTube channel. I don't believe in beauty secrets. Like I said, I just want to give you all the information and what has worked for me. And hopefully if it works for you, great. I know some of you have reached out to me after I did this in a video years ago, and you were a little hesitant, but many of you switched and you have said that you absolutely love it. If you have gone to this method, please leave it in the comments below. I love hearing the results that you're getting and what you think of this process when it comes to washing your face. So is it a drugstore skincare? Absolutely, yes. You can find this product in many drugstores. You can find it in your supermarket. Like I said, it's usually around $10 to $12, and it has, when I say game changing, I absolutely mean game changing. If you watch me, you know I don't throw that word around very often. I don't use it as clickbait on my thumbnails. To me, that's a pretty big deal if something is game changing. That means it's a complete pivot and it has been really, really a positive result for you. That's how I feel about this process, and I just want to scream it from the rooftop. I want everybody to know how it works, and everybody can try it, and it may not work for you, although I don't know why. I mean, unless you have an allergy to coconut oil, maybe it wouldn't work then. I don't know, but I love it and I just want to share the good news and hope it works for you as well. So if you're ready, we're going to go through the process and I'm going to take off my makeup with you. And for those of you that have decided to hit the join button for $12 a year as a channel ambassador, thanks so much. The more channel ambassadors we have, the less ads I hope you'll eventually see on the channel. That's my goal. And if you're not ready to do that, no problem. Just at least hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. When it comes to coconut oil, the one I use specifically is this organic virgin coconut oil by Spectrum. It doesn't really matter the brand. What I find most important that I will look for if this brand isn't available is I like the organic and I like the unrefined. The unrefined just means that how it's processed, it's cold pressed, and I just like the idea of that better when it's going on my face. You can find organic unrefined coconut oil at almost every drugstore. You can find it on Amazon, different brands for around $7 or $8. I like to buy the smaller jar. Now you can pick up a much bigger jar of this, and if you use it a lot or you have multiple people in your family that are using it, maybe you could think about that. I just like to pick up the smaller one because when you're using this to wash your face, you don't go through a lot of it. And I just like a fresher jar. I like the idea of a fresher product going on my face, so I can get through this much faster, obviously, than one of those big ones. You could use the same one for your hair and your makeup, I think, as long as you're not putting it on your hair and then digging out of this jar. The way I like to use this is I will melt the coconut oil down and then I will pour it into a more small, shallow dish with a tight sealable lid. That way I can use this shallow dish in my bathroom. As it starts to get low, I can just go back and reheat the coconut oil and refill my jar. I like this smaller dish because it's shallow and I can get to the bottom without feeling like I have to stick my whole hand down into a jar every night when I go to wash my face. And I only dip in it one time and then I seal it. I just feel like that helps keep the bacteria out of my smaller jar. Now, when I go to use coconut oil treatments on my hair, which I do about every 2 weeks, I'll just take a big spoon, scoop it down inside of this, put it in a bowl, and then I'll take a little bit at a time, get it a little soft between my hands, and then rub it through the ends of my hair. But I never dip back into this ever. This, I try to stay as pure and sanitized as possible, again, because I like to melt this down and put it on my face. One of the things I love about washing my face with coconut oil is you really don't need very much at all. I use between the size of a dime and maybe a nickel amount of coconut oil, and I be sure that I get the amount that I need the first time. I don't like to go back into this jar just from a bacteria perspective. And then what you'll want to do is rub it all over your face, really penetrating out where you get your concealer, your bronzer, anything. If you have lash extensions, this may not be a good option for you because the coconut oil can dissolve the adhesive that's holding on the lashes. I've never used eyelash extensions, but I've heard that coconut oil can absolutely dissolve that adhesive and then all your eyelashes are gone. Then I rub it all over my face, you guys, and yeah, you end up looking pretty much like a raccoon. Now here is the part to remember when it comes to washing your face with coconut oil. You want to get your washcloth as absolutely hot as you possibly can, then rinse out all of the water so that you essentially have a rag of steam. Then you want to take that rag and hold it as close to your face as you can, but leaving a little bit of room. I like to hold it around my face and just let my fingertips attach or touch my face, sort of creating a little bubble inside and holding it on my face for about 30 seconds, really allowing that steam to break up the makeup on your face. And then you go and wipe everything off, rinse out your washcloth, and then you want to repeat this process. What you don't want to do is take the washcloth once it's wringed out and apply it directly to your face. You really want to hold it away from your face, allowing that steam. We know oil and water don't mix, so if you take the wet washcloth and apply it to the oil on the face, you're essentially moving the products around, but you're not picking anything up. It's the steam from the washcloth that's really breaking up your makeup, allowing you to get the best cleanse from this product. Then just repeat the entire process, wipe everything away, rinse out your washcloth, and you are good to go. It only takes one time of washing your face with coconut oil to feel just the difference in your skin, just how soft and smooth your skin feels. And there's no residue left on your face. So when you go to sleep on your pillow, you don't wake up with a oily patch on your pillowcase or anything like that. Again, it's that steam that really helps to break up that oil. And if you have a face steamer that you leave out on the bathroom counter, for example, you can use that every night when you do this process if you don't want to use a washcloth. Another quick tip to share with you is when I go to travel and I stay in hotels, I take my own washcloth with me, specifically because I like to wash my face the way I just demonstrated. I have found that the washcloths from hotels are so heavily bleached, and for all the right reasons, I get it. But I just don't like the idea of creating so much steam on a washcloth that has so much bleach in it. I'm just afraid that the fumes or the chemicals or something from that washcloth with all that bleach, and then I'm holding that steam right to my face. It may cause no issues at all. I just feel like that's a lot of chemicals really close to my face. So I just take my own washcloth. I actually do that whenever I go to anyone's house as well, just because I don't want to leave this makeup on their washcloths. But yes, so when I travel, I'm a little high maintenance. I travel with my own pillow and my own washcloth. I know, the older I get, the more weird I am about stuff like that. But anyway, I feel like it keeps my skin from being dried out from all the chemicals from hotel washings. And that's the final process. I only do this in the evenings. I absolutely swear by it. I have gotten everyone I know to go to this process, and I have yet to have anybody come back and say they didn't love it and they have now gotten rid of their cleansers. You may or may not still find a need for moisturizers, eye serums, exfoliants. All that stuff is really dependent on your skin and your skin type. But this to me has been the biggest beauty shift in my beauty routine across the board with any singular product. This one tip. I hope this helps you guys, and if you have tried this process and have switched to cleansing with coconut oil, let me know in the comments down below. It certainly saves me a lot of time and a lot of money. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you in just a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.